Hey guys, welcome back to another Man Hour with the Zionsville Chamber of Commerce, presented by Francis Park. Hey, we are. This is where I get to admit just how not manly I am. I am standing with one of the more manly men. This is Mike Exley, is the owner and general manager here at Moving Water Outfitters, which a lot of you guys, as you're driving into Zionsville, you may have been seeing this store before. Been here for what,
3.5 years.
3.5 years. Maybe you haven't been in here yet. Well, I'm challenging you. If you really think you're a man, you need to come in here if you haven't been here yet. So, Mike, for maybe those that haven't been in here, what is Moving Water Outfitters?
So we're a full-service fly shop and a full-service kayak fishing outfitters. So we do classes, we do travel, and enjoy fishing.
Okay, and when you say fly shop, again, not a manly man. Fly is in reference to fly fishing and whatnot?
Correct, yep.
Okay.
So, just a different method to the madness, as we jokingly say. So, around here we mostly fly fish for bass, but, you can fly fish for anything. Trout are obviously the most common when people think of fly fishing, but it's...
Yeah, so this is, everybody envisions like you're in the mountains of Montana and you're on the rivers there, and we can actually walk down to our local river with White Creek, or
Eagle Creek.
Little Eagle Creek, right?
Yep.
Is it Little Eagle? It's
No.
Eagle Creek. There's some kind of eagle in a creek in there. But that's really the cool thing about it. We are standing amongst a bunch of stuff. We're going to walk around the store here in just a second to show you everything. But I want to touch on that. So the fly fishing aspect of this, you guys obviously sell, you are a retail shop, so you sell everything.
Yes.
But you can also do training, and you can, whether it's a complete novice versus and even up to an expert level, you guys do all the trainings?
We cater to all levels and skills. So
Okay.
yeah, it's one thing. I've been in the industry for about 15 years now, so definitely understand when people come into this. We have them come in at all ages. We have 6-year-old kids come in to 75-year-old guys come in. It's like, hey, I've always wanted to do this.
Yeah.
How do I get into it?
Yeah, and they're just south of Eagle Creek. I keep saying Little Eagle Creek because I used to live on Little Eagle Creek. Sorry, but they're just south of Eagle Creek. So literally, you guys can walk down.
Literally not even 100 yards from the creek.
Yeah.
And the nice thing with Zionsville is we have such great access through the Parks Department to actually access the creek here.
And here's a fun fact for you. You might not know this, but Eagle Creek has been stocked with trout, which is, like, as you said, that's typically what people envision when they're fly fishing. So they've actually stocked the creek. Every year, do you guys restock it?
Yeah, so it's restocked typically every November. So this year, we actually took it upon ourselves to stock it. Traditionally, the town has, but we did it this year, and we put about 1,400 rainbow trout in. So they've been in for about 2 weeks. So it's just a great way to create a winter fish for people to get outdoors and enjoy it.
And they don't technically have to come over and tell you they're fishing the creek and looking for the trout that you've stocked,
No.
right?
So all you technically need to do is you need to have an Indiana fishing license and a trout and salmon stamp, which is required by the Indiana DNR. But yep, that's all you need to really technically get out and fish out there. So.
Yeah, this is, so my wife, Megan, she makes fun of me all the time because she is definitely much better of a fisher person than I am. I'm the guy that sticks the bobber in with a worm and catches like that 2-inch fish, and of course she has to take a picture with me holding that fish. But speaking of other manly things, let's show what we've got going on in the store. So you said a lot of your retail is this right here, what we're looking at.
Yeah, no, a fair part of our business is the fishing kayak. So we cater to basically all types of water, whether it be river or lake environments. And then even, it's funny, some individuals actually use these for like duck hunting. So a wide range of stuff. And, it's, again, most of what we specialize is fishing kayaks, but we do some recreational kayaks as well. We have super light ones that are very easy for people to get out. But, it's just a great way to, get out in the water and enjoy, because we actually have a lot of places to go around here. Obviously, you have all the creeks and rivers, and then all the reservoirs. You have a lot of access to water around here that most people don't think about.
Yeah, he was saying that some of these kayaks are even like 40 pounds. They look big and massive, but they're real lightweight, which makes it really nice for transportation. And obviously, if you're going to a water that's maybe not right next to the road, to be able to carry it down is pretty nice as well. So let's show them some more of this store while we talk more shop. There's all kinds of stuff that I don't understand. That looks like measuring things for fish over there. I'm assuming you got knives.
Actually, we do not.
Oh man, that was gonna be my manly thing. I thought I was about to talk some fishing game.
No, a big thing of what we do. There's actually a local tournament group. It's called Indiana Kayak Anglers. They sponsor multiple tournaments across the state.
Okay.
And actually required by their laws is you have to have a certain measuring board to actually record the fish. So it's all catch and release, which is nice. Basically, you put your fish on it, take a picture of it, uploads, and that's how they're doing the measurements. So that way, if they're prone to catch and release, but also easy way of getting people out on the water.
Yeah. One of my favorite things, which I'm sure that you watch this stuff all the time, but like, even though I'm not a true manly man, I will watch the fishing shows just because of the personalities on those shows, and they catch a fish on, and they get all excited about it.
So yeah, it's I will say I like to think I'm intense about it, but not that much. Sometimes that's a little bit over the top for me, but some of those guys, when they're doing those tournaments, there's tens of thousands of dollars on the line, so it's.
That's pretty. Well, let's travel, and I'm going to use the keyword travel because I want to talk about, well, we're traveling over here. Let's travel and talk about some of the travel options that you have. We're coming into the holiday season. Something that you guys may want to consider is a gift of travel, and that's something you guys offer, right?
Yes, it is. So we tend to do multiple hosted trips over the course of the year. So some of these are regional and some of these are international travel. So we actually have a trip going to Chile, leaving the end of this week. So we got a couple guests going down. They'll be down there for a week of trout fishing and enjoying the mountains down there. So beyond that, we go to some tropical locations. And then we have a trip up to Belize in May of this year. And then beyond that, we do regional stuff too. So not wanting to travel, get on a plane, go far distance. We go up to Michigan quite a bit, do some of the cold water fishing for steelhead, and then every October I host a muskie trip, actually up in upper Wisconsin. So it's just one of the fun things you can do. And beyond that, we have our local fishing. So we got a couple guides here on staffs. I've been guiding for 15 years. So we do guide for the trout in Eagle Creek, and then we do local smallmouth trips. So especially if you're looking to get out, hey, I want to do some this summer, hey, I'm looking for a great gift idea, a gift certificate for guide trips, an awesome present to do.
Nice, that's a great idea. And you had said, and I'll show just kind of in the background here to show some more of depth of what you guys have here. Again, we had the kayaks on that side and some fishing things as well, but then you get over here and there's a whole host of fishing products. But it's not just fishing, they also have clothing, apparel, sunglasses, all the kind of fun stuff that you'd want if you're out on the waters. But so in terms of fishing, and we had talked about this off the mic here, we had talked about the fact that when you're fly fishing, everybody thinks of trout, but you can catch anything that's swimming and hungry for the most part, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Like one of our main business is smallmouth bass, which is readily available here. And then in addition to that, a lot of people are fishing their local ponds for bluegill and just largemouth bass. So, there's a lot of different opportunities around here. And like I said, if it swims, it's fair game on a fly rod. Fly fishing is just a different method to the madness.
What about everything outside of fly fishing? Are you guys well versed? I'm assuming, and I'm assuming that different fish respond better to different tactics. So, and do you guys, if somebody came in and just wanted to talk shop about fishing, that's something you guys can cover at all?
Yeah, absolutely. So, we collectively what we refer to as conventional fishing, using spinning rods, bait casters. We all come from that background. It's once you get into fly fishing, it's sort of a rabbit hole. It's like, how far down can you go? And it's I've become obsessed with it. That's why this store exists. I'm very passionate about it, and again, it's just a different method. But once you get into it, it's like, okay, I get why people get obsessed with it. It just takes a couple times getting out, and but like I said, we all did spinning gear and everything, so it's real easy for us to talk about. And
you'd be very proud of me. This past summer, my son, who's 6, he is an avid fisherman. He loves fishing, and I have no idea what to teach him on it other than just cast out and see what happens. But we live on some water that has a ton of bluegill, so he was just reeling and catching, bringing them in, and I took it upon myself to study on YouTube how to fillet a fish and then later cook a fish. So boom, check box, somewhat manly. All right. So we've got all kinds of things. What the heck is all that stuff back there? There's a lot of feathery things.
Yeah, so that's our arts and crafts section.
Okay.
So in fly fishing, we use flies instead of lures.
Sure.
And a certain amount of us, we actually like to tie our own flies. For one, we can mimic things a little bit better for our local waters, and two, there's a lot of satisfaction you get from actually catching a fish on a fly you created. So
Yeah.
this is all the stuff you could potentially need to tie anything from a small trout fly to big flies for saltwater fish, muskie. But yeah, so again, we jokingly call this the adult arts and crafts section of the store.
This is crazy. This is awesome back here. This is, by the way, like, nobody makes movies about bobber fishing, but I've seen several movies about fly fishing and some really good ones as well. But yeah, there's a whole host of things back here, and I could see some people in my life that I know that would get lost back here in enjoyment and probably spend a long time envisioning what they could create. So very cool. So for those that want to know more about Water Outfitters, or for you guys, where can they find you?
We're pretty active on social media, so we got Instagram, Facebook page. Obviously, we have a website, mwoutfitters.com. We post every time we got events on it. On that, you could also join our newsletter on our website. We got a link to put your email in. And but other than that, yeah, we're just south of town here, so
Yeah.
pretty easy to get to. So.
Yeah, so if you're looking for a nice present to get the guy in your life, maybe you're looking for a little family excursion or something, or just a way to get out. Maybe there's a boys trip. There's actually, by the way, you had said that it's not, we say this is man hour, so we're referencing those things, but you guys do some women only trips as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's one of the things with, again, fly fishing is very intimidating in general to
Right.
get into, and we've been trying to break down the barriers where fly fishing is for everyone.
Right.
Getting outside's for everyone. So we do women-only trips. When we do our 101 classes during the summer, like the intro to fly fishing, we have women-only ones too. And this next year we're going to be doing some youth ones as well.
Nice.
So yeah, we're just trying to get as many people into the sport as possible.
Yeah, do you guys ever have time to actually be in the store if you're taking all these trips too?
Oh yeah, no, it's I'm lucky enough. I got a great staff here, so
Yeah.
pretty much anyone you could talk to here, very well versed, experience level 2. So
Yeah.
we're very fortunate to have great staff.
I gotta get into a new business. We're not allowed to travel as much, so this is awesome. So this is really cool. Again, you guys got to come check out the store and see what is going on here. Everything from kayaks to the fishing lures, make your own flies, all that fun stuff. I try to talk like I know what I'm saying, but they got apparel, all those things. But really, the trips, the events, and then just the gift options are really cool here. And if you don't know what you're doing, they can also cater to that and help you out and figure those things out for you. And again, you could just line up right here, walk down to the creek and go catch a fish and have dinner tonight. I think that would work. You need a license for that, though. Talk to Mike about that. So, Mike, we appreciate you having coming in. This is Mike Exel. He is the co-owner, and general manager here at Moving Water Outfitters. In man hour, there's nothing more manly than fly fishing, which is why I need to step up my game. So, Mike, thanks for having us out. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
This has been a man hour with the Zionsville Chamber. Thanks, guys.